Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all having a great day so far. So today I have been to the food warehouse and I thought it would be a good idea to show you some of the new products that Slimming World have released as ready meals within Food Warehouse and Iceland. So if you're interested, then please stay tuned and I will run through a few of the products. So I'm really hoping that some of these ideas and new sort of meal pots will be really useful for you guys at home. Of course, as we are approaching or we are in 2024 when you guys will see this video, then I'm sure you will want to be able to keep an eye on the ready meals as they will help you keep on track. And if you are a new follower of Slimming World or a new member, then you may want to try these out. And so far so good. I've had great success with all of the meals that are available within the food warehouse and Iceland. And of course, the Slimming World range is exclusive to Food Warehouse and Iceland. So all of the meals that I've ever had, I think I've tried almost all of them, have been of fantastic quality, really high quality, taste, value, and most of the time a really good and fair price. Now, what I will say is that the items I'm showing you today are the newest items that are in my local store. You may have different ones in your store closest to you, and so I would advise you to just keep a wee lookout for the most up-to-date new sort of meals that are available. I'm aware that some stores have smaller freezer sections available to customers than others, and of course it depends on what the branch gets in on their stock order. So yeah, I'm going to just run through a few of the lunch pots. So I've got 4 sort of lunch size pots, and they are sort of meant to be for lunch, but I have had them for dinner. In fact, my husband and I have both had them for lunch as a share. So we've had a share of each of them, and this is the sort of size, this is what they look like. And we've also had them for dinners as well. They are a really good size portion, so they're 400 grams serving, which for the majority of like ready meals that you would usually buy within like Asda or Tesco's or Morrison's, then you're more likely to find a ready meal that does come in around the 450 grams mark in weight volume. So before I go on head on a little bit more to talk about these meals that I've got in front of me, if I could just ask, if you're not already a subscriber, if you would mind subscribing. It really does help me grow the channel. It helps the channel reach more and more people, and you are the people at home that I do this for at the end of the day. So I would be really grateful if you can let me know if you like this video. Give it a little thumbs up, give it a a comment. If you have watched or you're planning to watch any of my other videos as well, then I'd be really grateful if you could do that too. So thank you so much. So heading on to the lunch pots, first of all, the first newest lunch bowl that I've found is the burger pasta. So this is what it looks like. Really quite nice, bright, eye-catching sort of colour. And what it says is it's a burger inspired pasta dish with minced beef, pickles, mustard, and red onion in a smoky tomato sauce. Now, that for me sounds like heaven. I love burgers. I love burger in a bowl, which is like a salad with the sort of mince and the pickles and the tomatoes and the cheese and the sauce, of course. I'm sure everyone loves that. But at the end of the day, this is really convenient. You can just pop it into your microwave, and they're great for taking to work as well, or if you're out and about. You can heat it up in your microwave and add it into like a little food flask as well if you're maybe out and about for the day. So really convenient and will definitely help keep you on track. So yeah, basically what this is cooked minced beef and gherkins in a tomato sauce with conchiglie pasta. With red onion and red pepper, and they advise you to keep it frozen, of course, until you're ready to use it. Now, around 20% of the meal itself is pasta, and then we have cooked minced beef, which is 18%, red onion 13%, red pepper 13%, and we have some sort of smaller percentages of like onion, passata, garlic, etc. Quite a lot of seasonings in here, obviously, to give it that really smoky, tomatoey taste that you would expect from a sort of burger pasta type dish. But yeah, I mean, I think, as I said, these meals are high in protein. They are all calorie counted as well. So even if you're not following Slimming World, you can check these into MyFitnessPal, or, for example, per 100 grams of this meal, bearing in mind it's a 400 gram pot, it's 88 calories per 100 grams. It's also low in fat, and it's a source of fibre as well. Now, all you need to do with this is literally just break the seal, which I'm not going to do just now, but you just break the seal, lift the lid off, pop the lid back on, just very loosely on top, put it into your microwave. So this one takes 8 minutes. They advise you to put it on for 5 minutes on an 800-watt microwave and give it a stir, pop it back in again for 3 minutes. But with all food, obviously, just make sure that it is piping hot all the way through to ensure that no one gets unwell, and of course, no one wants cold food. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this. What I will say before I move on is that pop that out of the way. What I will say before I move on is that some of these are within the 3 for 10 deal and some of them aren't. I can't remember which ones were in the deal and which ones weren't, unfortunately, but please do just check your local store for the best offers that are out at the moment. Now, the next item on our list here is the Yakitori chicken and rice, which again is another new product. It's a Japanese-inspired bowl of seared chicken, fragrant jasmine rice, and mixed Oriental-style veg in a sweet and sticky sauce. Now, this jumped out at me straight away. It's absolutely lovely colour, purple, very light purple colour. And as I've said in a previous video, purple is my favourite colour, so it did jump out to me within the freezer section. So yeah, yakitori chicken is something that my husband and I love. We really love Asian and Japanese foods. We actually got married last year in the Japanese gardens in Dollar, which is about 40 minutes from here, from where we live. So yeah, absolutely stunning location, and we love the cuisine. And it's a really special sort of tie to Japan that we have, obviously being married in the Japanese gardens. So of course I had to buy this, I had to pick it up, and I'm really keen to give it a try. Now I can see that there's lots of vegetables in there. What I will say is obviously these meals are sin-free. They are completely balanced. They are, you know, they're already calculated for you with regards to Slimming World, as in it does say literally free food on the packet, which means that you don't need to weigh it out, you don't need to worry about sins, and within each meal you do also have, let me just, I'm going to rip this, but I will show you. You do also have an actual recipe for every single meal that you can get on Slimming World in the freezer section within Food Warehouse in Iceland. So it is really good if you maybe want to try it and then recreate it at home. You can, of course, make all of this with the information on the Slimming World website or the app as well, or sometimes in the magazine if it's a new meal. Sometimes some of the magazines have the actual recipe within it as well. But this is yakitori chicken and rice with jasmine rice, as we said, cooked seared chicken breast strips, carrot, red pepper and yellow pepper, baby corn and spring onion in a soya and garlic sauce. Now, as we know, if we're following Slimming World, things like baby corn are a speed food, which is a low calorie density food, but it does fill you up, keeps you full for longer, and therefore means that you're less likely to snack on things that are higher in calories, therefore leading to a weight loss. Now, for 100 grams of this meal is 86 calories. Again, it's low in fat, there's a source of fibre there, and it's also high in protein. And 26% of this box is 26% is jasmine rice, 18% is the chicken, and yeah, I think, to be honest, that's going to be a real favourite of mine. I can just tell from the ingredients. Not as many ingredients in this one, despite it being a Japanese-inspired sort of flavoured meal compared to the burger pasta. But really, really looking forward to this. And as with what I've said before, just ensuring that it is completely cooked all the way through before you dig in. This one takes 8.5 minutes for an 800-watt microwave, and you would cook it for 6 minutes. Give it a good stir through, and then 2.5 minutes back in the microwave again before serving. So I'll pop this one back to the side. There we go. The next one on our list is chicken and mushroom risotto. So this is what you're looking out for if you're heading to the Food Warehouse or Iceland. Hopefully it's in stock if you fancy it. But it's a comfort food classic with chicken, smoky pork, mushrooms and spinach. And I absolutely love risotto. It really is one of my favourites. I made a mushroom risotto recently and it went down a real treat. It does feel like a comfort food, but again, sin-free. These are free food items and therefore there is no guilt, no worry, and no counting involved. You just eat it if you enjoy it and make the most of it. So this is chicken and mushroom risotto with risotto rice, cooked seared chicken strips, mushrooms, and a smoke flavoured pork loin in a seasoned sauce. 31% of the pot is rice, 15% is mushroom, 13% is chicken, and we also have quite a lot of sort of seasoning in there as well. And we've got 5% of the cooked smoked flavoured pork as well. So per 100 grams, it's 93 calories, and it is again high in protein, low in fat, and a source of fibre. You get the drift. And again, as we said before, there is a recipe card on the inner side of this detailing here, which you probably can't see, but just be assured that on the back of every frozen meal there will be an actual recipe for you to follow, which I think is excellent, to be honest. It's a real benefit of using the meals as well, just to get a little bit of inspiration or even just a little bit of confidence in the kitchen as well, which a lot of us do lack in. I'm quite skilled in the kitchen. I have been making my own food since I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I'm now 32, so I've been doing it quite a while, but I also enjoy it, and I think that's half the battle. If you enjoy it, you're less likely to be worried or anxious about making changes to certain dishes, and just using your own flair in the kitchen is a really important part of learning about what you like and how you like to make it. And again, that does help a lot with weight loss as well. And sorry, our final Cajun King prawn pasta lunch bowl is right in front of us here. Again, really nice packaging, really nice colours, and basically it's a juicy king prawn pasta dish with pasta shells, cherry tomatoes, green beans, and sweet corn in a spicy sauce. And I don't know if you guys can see, I'll try to melt some of this at the side, but there are so many vegetables in there. I think it looks excellent. It looks really, really good. And I love prawns. So again, it's a 400-gram pot and it's conchiglie pasta, peeled king prawns in a mildly spiced sauce with cherry tomatoes, red pepper, red onion, green beans, and sweet corn as well. I love sweet corn. I love baby corn, but I love sweet corn just a little bit more. So 25% of the pot is your conchiglie pasta, and you have 15% of the dish as king prawns, 7% cherry tomatoes, 6% red pepper, red onion, and obviously the list goes on and on. This one here is 75 calories per 100 grams, so the lowest calories of each pot yet per 100 grams. But of course, if you're following Summer World, you don't need to really count calories as such. But it is also good to be mindful of them in the background as well if you are having a little bit of a plateau, or if you're becoming a little bit, unstable with regards to your losses, or you're maybe having some unexpected gains or unwanted gains. It is really important just to be mindful of portion size more than anything, to be honest. But yeah, 75 calories per 100 grams. This one requires to be cooked for 8.5 minutes on an 800-watt microwave setting. You would cook it for 5 minutes, take it out, give it a stir, and then pop it back in again for another 3.5 minutes. And yeah, I'm really excited to try it. I'm excited to try all of them. As I said earlier, I haven't had one bad meal. I've thoroughly enjoyed every single ready meal that I've had from Summer World. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll do me 4 days of work next week. So I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that will do me every day. So I won't need to meal prep or cook anything, which is fantastic. The next item on our list here is a little sauce pot. So this is a 350 grams beef bolognese sauce, and it is again a free food, so there are no sins attached. It also says us having to go to the shops to buy a packet of extra lean beef mince or lean beef mince. 5% or less is sin free. It also means we don't need to buy all of the other ingredients to go along with our bolognese if we wanted to do that. And it means that it's super quick, it's super easy to make a pasta dish at home on a time limit. So what I will say is that years ago when I did Slimming World, many years ago now, fresh pasta was sinnable, so there were sins attached to that, whereas now fresh pasta, which takes a matter of minutes really in boiling water to cook, are sin-free now. So there are no sins attached to the egg fresh pasta, and the dried pasta obviously remains sin-free as well. But what I will say is that if you are short of time, having some fresh pasta is a real lifesaver. It's easy just to throw it in with some boiling water from the kettle, a little bit of salt, and of course, if you did want to use this, I've not used it yet, but if I did want to use this at home, I could just heat it up in the microwave. Does it tell us to do that? Yes, it does. Heat it up in the microwave for 7 minutes on an 800-watt microwave setting, and add it to our cooked pasta. There you go. That's it. Done. So really, really simple. And to be honest, 7 minutes to heat this up, 7 minutes to boil your fresh pasta or less. You've got a fantastic meal ready within 10. I think you can't go wrong with that at all. But yeah, this is a tomato and herb sauce with cooked minced beef, mushrooms, carrot and celery. And 30% of the pot is minced beef, as you would expect. It has passata, water, 10% mushrooms, tomato paste, chopped tomatoes, onion, carrot, celery, etc. And of course, per 100 grams, it's a 54 calorie value per 100 grams. And as we said, 7 minutes in the microwave. Now, there is also, of course, the recipe card on the inside there, but I think that looks really good. You can see all of the different sort of bits of meat and vegetables in the top there. And I think it's quite a decent serving, to be honest. That would easily serve myself and my husband for dinner, 100%. It might even go further than that, to be honest. But yeah, I think that is a really good buy and an excellent time saver. And our final product I'm really excited to tell you about today is the Slim World Cauliflower Mac and Cheese, or mac and cheese. But what I will say to you about this is that, to my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge anyway, don't quote me on this, but I believe this is the first time that Slim World have ever released such a product. So all of the other Slim World frozen meals or items such as the chips or the roast potatoes or the sweet potato fries or the colcannon, all of these things on top of the soups. Of course, you can get soups as well on the Slim World range, as well as the meals for lunch and the bigger sort of main meal sized items. Never have Slim World ever produced a meal which uses a food optimizing choice before. So this is what it looks like. Really nice, eye-catching, brightly coloured packaging. And this is cauliflower mac and cheese, when two classics become one. Cauliflower macaroni married in a deliciously cheesy sauce, which, oh my god, it really excites me because I love macaroni and I love cauliflower cheese. So what could be better than having it all made up for you in a dish that you can just pop into the microwave and enjoy. And you don't have to sin it. The only way you have to sin it is if you are not using your Healthy Extra A choice, which I'm sure if we were having this, certainly if I was having this, I would just use this as my Healthy Extra A choice for the day. And my other Healthy Extra A choice, if I wanted to or I needed to use it up, you could add extra cheese on top of this to make it extra cheesy. Or of course, if you're using your Healthy Extra A on anything else throughout the day, then you wouldn't have that to use on this dish. But you wouldn't be going over your sin allowance by using up more than 2 of your Healthy Extra A choices. Of course, just as a reminder, you get 2 Healthy Extra A choices on Slim World, which can be used on cheese or milk. And you also get 1 Healthy Extra B choice on Slim World, which can be used on things such as cereals, cooked fruits, dried fruits, or bread. So I'm really, really excited to find out a little bit more about this. So basically what it says here is that it is macaroni with cauliflower in a cheese sauce topped with extra mature cheddar cheese. I love extra mature cheddar cheese. So it's a 550 gram pack. So of course the other ones were 400 and our little sauce was 350. 29% of the dish is cauliflower, which is a speed food. Macaroni, 27%, which is a free food. And we also have water, celeriac, onion, quark, soft cheese, medium fat hard cheese, extra mature cheddar cheese, fat-free yogurt, garlic puree, lemon juice, yeast extract, maize starch, salt, flavouring, and ground white pepper. So not too many ingredients, to be honest. I thought there would be more. And per 100 grams of this is 79 calories, which is fantastic. Now, as I said, you can just go and pop this into your microwave. It would take 11 minutes if you chose to do so at 800 watt. However, if you wanted to bake it in the oven, it would be 40 minutes in the oven at fan 190 or gas mark 6. Now, my plan for this is to have this with our traditional steak pie on New Year's Day, and yeah, it'll be a really nice addition to our meal without using up any extra sins on something like a cauliflower cheese that we would buy from Asda, for example, which has a lot of calories in it usually and a lot of sins in it. Whereas this is all on plan, and I'm really, really looking forward to giving this a shot. Again, you could have this as a side like we're going to be doing, or you could have it as a bit of a main dish. You could definitely share it up between 4 people as a side. And to be honest, I think there's quite a lot of food there for one person. But if you had a really big appetite, or you'd been out working, heavy labour all day, or you were really just wanting extra food, you can eat this without any sins as long as you use your healthy extra A choice. So yeah, I'm really, really excited just to see, you know, where we go going forward with more new foods from Slimming World. These were all of the new foods that I could buy within my local store. There may be others, so please feel free just to check them out, and let me know if you come across any new items that I've not been able to review for you today. So yeah, I think that's us. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. I hope I've been able to give you some ideas about how you can stay on track into 2024. And I hope you all have a fantastic New Year period. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye.